about it. I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm quite excited. Excited actually. It was a phone call I had with Tiggies. It was a phone call and the number was withheld. So I was like, who's this? So I answered it anyway, and it was the hospital wanting to speak to me. Not Sophie's hospital, my hospital. Wait till I get the chat up. There, got us. Right. Put it on live chat. I'll wait till some ease are in. Then I can tell you the story. My mum doesn't even know yet. Is the camera a bit wonky? Hold on a minute. Is that better? Is that better? Go figure. I know. Lucy, yes. You have heard me talk about I went to the doctor and there's my guy. I went to the doctor. I told him about the reflux thing, the food coming up. Hi, Randy. That was the hospital on the phone already. She wants me to go in for a procedure that they're going to do. Wait till there's Goldust. Good morning, Goldust. Wait till you hear this, right? You know how normally when you're getting your esophagus looked at, it's the camera that they shove down your throat? Well, I have to go in for a different thing first, right? And she says, what I do is, I don't eat anything. I go into the hospital. They give me this little tablet thing that's attached to a piece of string, right? I take it and I swallow it with the string still attached. So the string will be hanging out my mouth and it'll be all the way down here like this. They leave it in there for something like 7 minutes and it dissolves and a sponge inflates and collects a lot of, and then when they're pulling it back out, it collects a lot of cells and things like that as they're pulling it out, and then they can have a look at that and see if there's like some kind of cell damage or if it's a hiatus hernia or anything like that. So they can do that. So they're going to do that with me. If that comes back absolutely normal, then it would be the camera that they would want to put down my throat. So that's what I have to go and do. But it's away in a Wishaw hospital, which is a fair bit away from me. So I says to the market, that Wishaw was one of the hospitals I went to for my oncology. And it took a while to get there. So, there's no way I could drive there. And I don't want to annoy him. They was asking them to drive me. So I says to them about the transport. So they're going to come and get me, take me to the hospital, let me do my thing, and then bring me home again. So that's what I'm going to get transported. So that's good. So I'm all happy now. I told her, it was a wee nurse, and I told her everything. Good morning, lovely Tasmia. Good morning to you. So, Sky, I'm actually looking forward to it because the sooner that they sort this out, the better. I said to the nurse, I says, it's been a long time since I could sit and have a dinner like a normal human being. I've got to have my dinner at 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you know what I mean? Because see, if I don't, then the stomach contents just come right up and go into my lungs. I says to her, I'm going to die one of these days. That's what I'm frightened. I'm frightened of dying. I says, I've had this for about 5 years, maybe even longer, but I've had it for a long time. And she said, but did you not come for it? I says, listen, I dodged the doctors as much as possible in hospitals. I says, I've been in and out of hospital a lot, and, you know, I had the cancer and everything like that. She went, I see that on your records. So this is good. I don't know if they're rushing me in because I have had the cancer, but that's pretty fast, isn't it? Friday I was in, and then Tuesday they're going to come and get me. Lucy, it's absolutely fine. As soon as they, I just want them to be able to find out what's going on down there. There's obviously something that's you know. Yeah, I'm going for it. I'm glad I'm getting looked at now. Yes, Goldust, I know. I plucked up the courage. I've been, do you know what we say in Glasgow? We say, I was checking for a long time. And I thought, no, I did think the last time, I thought that I was close to death that time. I had so much food in my lungs, and it was fried rice as well. That's how I stopped having my Chinese meal on a Saturday night. and I was coughing up bits of rice, and my lungs were burnt. See, for 2 weeks after that, my lungs were absolutely burnt off me. So they're going to. My mum doesn't even know. Use know before my mum. I thought I need to get back on and talk to my lovely friends. They think I've done a runner. So that's a new thing. That's a new thing. A sponge. She says it's like a capsule at first, and you swallow it, the capsule, and then the outer edge of the capsule disintegrates, and then it puffs up into a sponge. She says, and it's a bit. She says it is a bit uncomfortable when we're pulling it back out. Right? I know I'm going to be like that. That's what I'm going to be doing. For God's sake. And then about 2 weeks later, they'll find the results. So, yeah. Yeah, they should be able to fix it. Hopefully they can fix it for me. Because I would like to sit and have my dinner at a normal time. And I've not been able to do that. I told her about when I was in Croatia. In Croatia, there was like set meal times. It was like 7 o'clock at night to 9 o'clock was your meal. And I knew right away, I thought, oh, I'm going to have a problem here. And I wouldn't even eat all my dinner. I would eat like a wee bit of it because I'd know if I ate too much. And I would be sitting up, I'd sit myself up in bed and I'd fall asleep in bed. And I woke up and all my stomach contents were just rolling down me like that on the bed. It comes up with such a force. And I'm taking omeprazole. So anyway, I'm excited. I said to her, I says, I'm actually quite excited now. I says that we have got the ball rolling here. Because I have covered it, but I've not went to the doctor in such a long time. Every time I go to the doctor, they keep me in. This is a problem. Every time I go to the doctor with something, they're like, well, you need to come in. You need to come into the hospital. And it's Wishaw, it's a hospital called Wishaw. That's going to be stirring up so many memories for me because, as I said, that was my oncology hospital when I was going through the cancer. And I've not been back there since. Lucy, I'm so glad that they're doing it quickly. And I'm getting transport. Because there's absolutely no way I could drive. I could not drive there. I'd kill myself on the road before I got to the hospital. So that's good. They're going to arrange transport for me, which is excellent. Sky. Wait, see, there's so many dirty jokes now. I want to talk about my gag reflex. I've got a good one. I've not really got much of a gag reflex, you know. That's I'm not even going to get into dirty stuff there I was thinking about, but you know. Yeah, well, she says, I know, gutter, I know. My ex-husband was happy with that I didn't have much of a gag reflex, let's just say that. Oh. Yeah, I hate it takes two weeks to come back, but at least I'll have done it, so... But she says it could come back absolutely fine, the cells are fine and all the rest of it, she says, but then it would just take a deeper look at you. I know, listen, I'm putting money on it now. They're going to need to take a deeper look at it. They're going to need, because it's going to come up with something, this bloody test, I know it. And they're going to want to take a deeper look. See, that's not the first time someone said that to me either. I need to take a deeper look. Yes, Goldust, I had to go to Wishaw. It was to get my blood work done before I get the chemo. I would get my chemotherapy on a Thursday, and on a Tuesday I had to go to Wishaw to see the oncologist and get all my blood work done. So, and I had 3 hospitals I had to go to, and then the other hospital was away on the other side of Glasgow. That was the Beatson for the radiotherapy. So I was doing a tour of hospitals at that time. That was my life at that time, just hospital. I remember one time I went and they said my my white blood cells were so low that they couldn't give me chemo that week. I was crying my eyes out because I'd crossed the days off my calendar when the chemo was done. I know. I can't help but notice. See, it's always there. It's always there. But here, can you imagine me? Oh, it's going to give me the bulk though. Can you imagine me sitting in the waiting room having a talk with the nurses with a bit of thread hanging out my mouth like that? That's attached to a sponge that's in my stomach. That's going to give me the bulk. I'll be like that. Oh my God. Oh, I'll need to take it like a man is what I need to do. I need to man up in this situation. This guy. I had a lot of years experience. Gold dust, so will I. I'll be like, oh God almighty. But listen, I'll just give you the bulk, the thought of that. It's giving me the bulk the now thinking about that. Attached to a sponge that's in my stomach. Oh my God. She says, and people are fine with it. They just all sit and blather away. So I'm not going to be on my own in this venture. There's going to be other patients there with string hanging out. Do you know what we'll look like? We'll look like a tampon. We'll look like a human tampon. That's a tampon. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it'll be like a tampon hanging out. See, if you were in a bad mood, you could just grab somebody's piece of string and go like that, whack, couldn't you? See, if you were going to go absolutely tonto, you could grab all the strings and just do that at one time. I'll be like, stay away from my string. I'll be covering my string up. Don't be pulling it. Don't be pulling it. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Have to sit there like that, with dangling out my mouth, talking away as if everything's all right, while there's a sponge inflating. Oh my God. It is. It's like a tampon, isn't it? Inflating inside me like that. So I've got this to look forward to. This has cheered me up. Honest to God, this is great news for me. I'm not kidding. This is great news for me because I'm glad they're doing it quickly, because that doctor on Friday, he was like, what you want me to do about it? And I'm thinking, well, you're a doctor. He went, what, do you want me to refer you? I says, if you don't mind. I told him I almost died in my kitchen, this man. I told him I was nearly dead. And I says to him, could you take my blood pressure? Right, where's the blood pressure machine? He was away stamping about the place. Oh, terrible. This lady today sounded wonderful. And she says, I'm really looking forward to meeting you, Linda. I says, I'm looking forward to meeting you too. With the string. I'll need to get a bit of string. Listen, do you know what I'm going to do after it? See, when you forget about this incident, I'm going to get a bit of string and just have it dangling out my mouth. Like that on a live stream. just to recreate it. But you can imagine us, all us dafties all sitting round like that, talking to each other with string hanging out our mouth. It's going to be a here. I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures for you. You'll get pictures of the incident. So there you are. That's. I hope it's soon though. I hope they get me in soon, so I don't need to think about it. Just get me in, get it done. That's it. Oh. I know. I know. I don't know what this string's going to look like. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's going to give me the bulk though. But she says it's just a capsule. You take it and you drink the water and it goes all the way down and you're left with this string. Oh, gee whiz. See, the more see when they're pulling it out, it's going to really give me the bulk. She's going to bring up cells and all that. All these cells will be, don't be talking about cells attached to it. Yes, golfer girl, we'll need that. That'll see when I get to 20 members, I can make a new emoji. I think I'm at 17 just now. I can make another emoji. We'll need somebody with a bit of string hanging out their mouth. Yeah. I might actually put a tampon in even though I'm finished, just so that I'm a match top and bottom. The drapes match the rug. You know what I mean? That's well, it would be a good look there. So there you are. That's a new procedure that they're doing. Because usually it's just the cat, they just whack that camera right down there, and that I know that's no good. The camera down your throat, but I think I'm going to be getting that as well, because whatever they find here is not going to be good. Oh, Sky, I've done that a few times. Pull a hair out, and it's been a long one. Oh God Almighty. This is going to be the ultimate. This is going to be the ultimate hair pull it, because it's going to be like, it's going to be like that length. It'll be the biggest I've ever took. I'll be able to boast. I've took one that length down my throat. And I'll be truthful. People will be saying, you're full of nonsense, Blueberry. Her tales are all made up, and I took one like that down my throat. It'll be true. It will be true. Straight down to my stomach it went. Oh, so I'm happy. That's cheered me up a bit. That's cheered me up. So, Sky, I'm sorry. See, I'm terrible in front of Sky. I'm teaching her all the wrong things here. But here, that'll be my wee boast. I'll be able to boast, especially if I'm drinking. I'll be boasting about that. Here, you think that's big? Try that. Try that down your throat. I done it. I took it, no bother, but coming up, but it was fine. She says, she says, people find it the most uncomfortable when it does get to that part of your throat. Oh, now I'm going to have my eyes shut. See, seen somebody standing or sitting in front of me like that, pulling at a rope that's attached to my stomach. Oh, ugh. I'm excited though to get it done so that we can see what's going on. Because there's something happening, let's face it, it's been something going on down there for a while. But she asked me loads of questions, so she did. She asked me if I was on blood thinner. I was like, no. She says, have you been losing weight? I said, I wish. I said, no, I've not been losing any weight. She went, that's good, that's what we like to hear. Go for it, Carol, I know. Sponging a bit of wool. How big is this sponge going to be when they pull it out my throat? How big is this sponge going to be? I'll need to ask that. Maybe I shouldn't ask that. See if they show me a sponge like this. That's because when ladies know what tampons can be like, they're like that, and then they can swell. For God's sakes. Sky, I know it's been a long time since anything's been down my throat. Oh, and I can tell I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not going to be like, oh yes, oh give me that tablet down my throat, pull it, yank it out. My God, they'll be like, I think we better put her in somewhere else. She needs to go in that other ward. That's where I'd be going. Sky, I'll be dreaming about it. Here, I'll need to dream of Aquaman. Sees it's all happening, I'll be thinking, no, come on, Aquaman, that's it, you can do it. You can do it, big boy Aquaman. Huh? I'll need to be thinking all of that. That's it. I'll need to be talking the German talk to myself about Aquaman. Oh, that's it, Aquaman. Oh. No, it'll be white. Oh, that's not going to be any fun, isn't it? Not having somebody going like that and pulling something from your it'd be like a pendulum. Oh, sooner I get it done. She went, everybody just sits and talks to each other and all that way. But I'm hiding my string in case there is some maddie there that's going to just yank it. You yank, don't touch my string. Here, you pull my string and I'm going to pull your string. Leave my string alone. Yeah, my God. Or you'd need to see going to the toilet or that or closing doors. You'd need to bloody watch, wouldn't you, if there's this bit of string flying about. Slamming the door. It'd be like, remember people back in the day used to tie thread round a tooth that was ready to fall out when you were wee, and on the handle of the door and just slam the door and it would just yank the tooth out. Oh, that would be nippy. So I better go and tell my mum now that I've told you. I've told you the story, so I better go and tell my mum the news now. So sorry for cutting you off earlier, but I had to take that call. And I'll be back again tomorrow. I'm going to practice now putting things down my throat so it's ready. I'm going to get my throat used to it again. I'm going to look for objects. Yes, it'll be like spaghetti hanging out. It's going to be, I'm going to take, listen, pictures need to be taken of this. Makeup on, makeup off. It's got to be done. Pictures, Facebook. That's what's going to happen. So I love yous very much and I hope yous have a wonderful day and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye everyone.